Hello. Welcome to Famous Cartoonist Says Things in the Morning. Today is an impromptu episode, a spontaneous episode, if you will. Lots on my mind today. Lots to be talked about. Lots of news happening. Not good news, not bad news. Bad news, yes. Scary news. A bit frightening. Swig. Plus, I had to come on because I had good hair today. My hair was big and high and tall and very fluffy and ever so soft. Soft and effervescent. And it's actually my first cup of coffee of the day. I know it's the afternoon edition, and I've been awake doing things since about 9:30 a.m. I don't know how I didn't drink coffee, but I had to go to the dentist, so that was part of it. I got ready, got out the door. I had to go get teeth scraped. Every time I go to the dentist, it's a stressful situation for me. I always had fake teeth. I always had braces. I always had things. But look how nice they look now. My teeth are beautiful, pearly white. But every time I go, it's painful. So they actually recommended that next time I go to somebody who has laughing gas so they could put me at ease a little bit. Because it's my fear of needles and being poked and cut and stuff. It gets me nuts. I don't know what it is. It's even checking blood sugar gets me queasy. It's really weird. So, what does not get me queasy is talking to you guys in the morning with a cup of coffee. Swig for the rough things we have to do. My cousin Treese is here. Adam is here. Ronnie's here. Treese is watching me while at work. Oh, you poke people too. My cousin Treese is a nurse, school nurse. So she pokes people. Yeah, man, it's painful and costly. I don't enjoy it. And before I have to go to the doctor or the dentist or something, I get real anxiety comes over me. I get impatient. I get shaky. I get cranky. I start shivering. I sweat. I lay down in that dentist chair and I pour and sweat. I don't know. And I feel bad for the dentist. They don't know that's going to happen to me. They always have to stop asking if I'm okay, for me to take a breather. I was like, just get it done. Just do it. The music you're hearing is from my guy, Gordon Balthazar. There's a link in the description. You can hear his music for free on SoundCloud. I hope it's not too loud, because when this song comes on, I always feel like I'm shouting. Swig to shouting over the music. I'm going to keep this volume going, though. Let's see what you guys are saying. Ronnie says, what's up, crazy hair? Yeah, I had good hair today, I thought. I'm going to go on there with the hair. It's nice and soft. It's almost time for a haircut, but I'm not sure. I can't do this. It's screaming. It's loud. There you go. I had good hair today. I always, every day I look at the mirror and I know what days I'm going to have good hair and what days I am not. When I wash it today, I washed it and I fluffed it up and it had allowed time to dry. But tomorrow, if I don't wash it tomorrow, I wake up, it's going to be bigger. So I might do another one tomorrow. Probably do another morning show tomorrow. with even bigger hair. Because I thought my hair looked pretty cool today. Swig for pretty cool hair. Ronnie said he hasn't had dental coverage in America since 2004. Usually get the work done by dental schools. Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't normally have too much problems with my teeth, except for I inherited the hereditary traits of bone loss. So I have bone loss in my skull. So my head is shrinking, I guess. But that requires me some scraping, some digging, some shots, some tools, which is not fun at all. And I survived. I survived. You have to be strong-willed, strong threshold. And I always think about when I'm about to get a shot or some blood drawn or teeth or whatever, I concentrate on the Superman S. And not only the Superman S, but I concentrate on where the yellow touches the red. That one line in my brain, I'm thinking of where the red touches the yellow and what it looks like up close. And in my brain, if you could look at my eyesight as a TV set, the top half would be red and the bottom half would be yellow. And I just concentrate on that. And I concentrate on those two colors. And I concentrate on who else wears those colors. So I start thinking about Crypto and Streaky. I look at the Super Pets first, but then eventually I come to Supergirl and maybe Jor-El in the movie and stuff like that. So it's really weird. So I'm still coming down off of the hallucination. Swig for hallucinating. My cousin Gene is here too. Did that storm hit your area? Yes. We were out of power for about 15 hours. It happened afternoon yesterday, probably around 3:30, 4 o'clock. I think it might have been even earlier than 3 because we were eating dinner and the lights went off. And then nobody knows what to do because soon afterwards, everybody's phones are failing to hold the energy, you know? So phones are dying left and right. And there's nowhere to charge them. Some laptops were still working, so people went to laptops, then they failed. But the only place that was working is if you plug the phone into the car. But in my car, I have to keep the car running to keep the phone charged. So I don't want to do that, otherwise that's an expensive phone charge with all those burning of chemicals and fuel. So the kids went on their bikes, which was great because it's after the power outage and the rain stopped. And then it just got real gray, but then it got weird gray and orange outside and the sun came back. So I went outside and started writing stories. I always had work to do, so I went out and wrote stories. I wrote about 30 pages of stories. I went out in front. Oh, I'm gonna show you. I created some things yesterday because I have a book called Roses Toeses. And it's about my book about toes, my wife's toes, Rose's toeses, is about all those toes that, you know, when you count one little piggy, two little piggy, this little piggy went to market, this little piggy stayed home. Well, I went a little further with it. I'm going to show you. I got all of it here. I have the little piggies that went to market, of course. But when you get past 5, I got 10 toes. And then I got more than that. There's like 15. So here's some toes. I got some big toes, little toes, pinky toes. I got a lot of toes. See all these sketches? There's the toe. There's the toe right here that wears a bandana. He steals things. And there's the toe. There's the toe who wants stuff. There's the toe who's in doubt. Then there's the cute one, the cute toe. And then there's the toe that always tells the truth. But then they get a little crazy. There's the fabulous toe. There's the toe that looks like E.T. There's the toe that has a claw. But then yesterday I went a little nuts. This is the toe that hates you, giving you the finger. This is the other toe just went to the dentist. This is the toe with a long toenail. And that toe with the stop sign is the toe that has an agenda. And there's the toe who wears glasses. The toe that has a hot dog as a friend. There's the toe that has an umbrella. There's the toe that stretches. There's the toe that rides a bike. Then there's a toe that looks like a mustard jar. There's a toe with wings that looks like a fly. And there's a toe with a big butt. So I drew about 30 toes yesterday. And like this one's cool too, because there's the battle damaged toe. There's a battle damaged toe right there. There's the toe next to it, the toe with the two toenails. And then there's the toe that got shot with an arrow right there. See it? The toe that got shot with an arrow. So there's a lot of toes. I have about 30 toes that I designed on the front porch yesterday while I was watching the light drizzle and while I was watching the kids drive back and forth on their bikes. And then people started coming out. I realized that when the power goes off in the neighborhood and the clouds separate and the sun comes in, people start wandering into the streets. And then people start looking at me. Hi, how are you? What are you doing? So I'm like, I got to get out of here. So I went in my backyard and I was drawing all night till it got dark. I started writing stories in the backyard. I was finishing up Drew and Jot number 2. And I started, I made it up to like page 87 of the book, which is really cool. I'm almost halfway done. So that's what I do. When things go bad, I start drawing outside. And what happened too is it got real dark, and then mosquitoes came out. So we all went in the house. Now we're all sitting in the kitchen. We're all scattered. It's pitch dark in the house. We get the candles out. The kids are bored. It's only like 8:30. So I said, and they all wanted to charge their phones. So I said, I didn't tell them the secret thing about charging the phones in the car. So I said, how about we go drive around and we just charge our phones? And they got real excited about that. So we all piled in the car. There was 6 of us in the van just driving around. So we drove around the neighborhood, looking at everybody with no lights and wondering, why do they have their lights and they don't have theirs? So we were in like a block in a square patch that was in darkness. Our lights finally went on at about 5 in the morning or so, 6 a.m. or something. But at night I drove around. I ended up taking to get milkshakes. So I bought everyone milkshakes and burgers and stuff. So it was fun. We tailgated with our mask on. Well, we had our masks. We didn't wear them. We tailgated in a parking lot in the dark. It was pretty fun. Swig for having fun. So in other words, I'm just getting started working today after being off for about 24 hours. What'd you guys say enough? Richie Sandoval says, what's up, cuz? Chris has been working hard on his drawings. He's so ready to make his debut. Hope you're well. Yeah, man. I can't wait either, man. We got to wait for the safe time. I know Chris was working on an Action Cat story. I wonder how that's going. I would love to see it. Send it to me. Email me something finished. And I want to do something with it. And Tree says, oh my God, that's too much thinking. Just get the drugs. Yeah, I got to get the drugs. I stress out when I go to the dentist. I perspire. I shake. They ask me if I'm okay. What's okay? I'm okay now. I got my caffeine. I got my big hair. And the good thing about having hair this big is I don't need a pillow when I sleep now. I can just lay anywhere and I'm comfortable. Swig. Frankel's here. Is it morning already? It is. I've been up early, up since about 9:30. But I finally got to sit down and have some coffee because I had to go and do a bunch of stuff this morning. Gina wants to know, how does Rose fit all those toes in her shoes? I don't know. It happens though. Like she recycles them. You get only 10 at a time, and then a new group of 10 show up. And I have a whole bunch of it's a really fun book I'm working on called Roses Toeses. And it's I think it's going to be a kid's book. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but it might be like one toe per page or something. But I don't know if I'm going to draw a little sketch of a toe or do a full-blown painting or something real cool, elaborate picture of a toe, like holding a torch and just say, the one who can't see in the dark, you know, the toe. So I have a lot of different ideas. I have a toe with a beard. I got a hairy toe, a toe with a beard, and a toe that has eyebrows. So you're going to like it. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Should I do a crowdfunding thing? I don't know. We'll see. It'll be good. Swig for ideas and bringing them unto the world. Ah, that tastes so good. I wore a bow tie for you today too, and I have a pocket square, a hanky pocket square. They call them pocket squares, but they're not really square. It's more like a folded up bandana, but it's cool. Swig for fashion. Let's see. Ronnie likes the bow tie. He loves the bow tie. Thank you. Hopefully everything's doing well. The comic industry is in a challenging moment in the history of comic books. I wish everyone well who's going through some of these trying times, these tests. And we hope that a better future outcome comes from this in a few weeks or so, or a month, or however long it takes. And I know that more and more shows are getting canceled. More and more people are having to adjust their planning and adjust their business strategies, including myself, including everybody. Everybody who wants to make comics or in the cartooning business or whatever is being challenged at these last few days, these last few months maybe, probably the last few months, maybe even the last year. But we will pull ahead. We'll do what we got to do, because the best thing about artists, musicians, writers, poets, dancers, cartoonists, is you can't stop us. We're going to keep going. We're going to make things available to you in such a way that is going to be unique to the times we're in. So that's the weird part. So it's kind of like you're in a rugby game and they just hand you the ball. You got to run, but you got tackled, you got elbowed, you got kneed to the face, and then someone else took over the ball. But then you stood up and you're still in the game. See? You're just waiting for your chance to get beat up again with that ball. So, nice analogy, I guess. And you just got to keep doing what you have to do. Keep moving forward. Don't let nothing bring you back down. Don't let nothing alter your plans, alter your dreams, alter your future. Because you have to be able to listen to things and absorb it and figure out what's the best plan for you. I've been thinking about this stuff for a while. Not only thinking, but observing too. You have to be smart as well as creative. You could sit in a room and just paint all night. But you have to realize when you're done painting, what do you do now? Right? So you got to get out there and figure things out from this point. It's like you could have a whole bunch of things to sell, but who's going to buy them? Who's going to want them? You know, it's kind of like the old lemonade stand, what the kids do. They sell lemonade for a nickel, but nobody buys them all day. They're out there all day. But what if you went outside of a ballpark or outside where kids were playing soccer in the public park and sell lemonade there? You might not sell a lot, but they're going to definitely drink a lot of it. So there's plans, there's ways. There's ways to figure things out and move along and keep the lights on in your house, even when the power knocks it down in thunderstorms, tornadoes. And I think a tornado hit somewhere locally because there's been lots of trees today. I drove around a little bit and it was lots of branches and trees off to the side. So last night was probably scary. But last night's storm was very metaphorical beyond words can explain. I surmise. You like that? It's my big hair giving me those words like that. I surmise. Swig for vocabulary. I just thought I had to come on here and encourage people. Dress up for you and celebrate today's good hair day. Like I said, tomorrow I have a potential of my hair being better tomorrow. It seems like after it settles and then poofs up and then gets works a little bit, then tomorrow might be better. And then it starts going on. It gets poofy and then it goes back down and stuff. But the haircut might be coming soon. I'm not sure. I kind of like this. The only problem is I can't wear all my hats. I ordered a bunch of new hats. I have a bunch of hats from the minor league baseball teams in the area and just other flat caps that I bought that I'm excited to wear. I think I shopped at the flat cap site you sent me to, Ronnie. I think I bought one for them with a shark on it, I think. Or it's in my shopping cart or something. Swig for the shopping cart. But I did buy some glasses today. I'm going to show them to you. I was saving them for the Oh Yeah podcast. And when I put them on, my daughter called me a weirdo. She goes, "You weirdo." But check these out. Look at that. They don't quite go with what I'm wearing, see? They kind of blend in. So I'm going to wear them when I got my Panama hat back on. That's my face. See, I like these right here. That squares me up, see? And I did a cool interview yesterday with the Geek of Steel, the Cape Wonder of the World from Great Britain. And we talked about Superman for about 2 hours. Superman, my career, things like that. And it was really fun, man. I could have talked for another 2 hours, but I had to go pick up my son from his job. My little Gordy is working at McDonald's. And he's real happy. He likes it. He kind of, he always has stories when he comes home. He tells me all kinds of things that happen, and he likes it. So I'm real happy he likes it. And he's having a good time. Pastor Juarez wants to know, what hat size do I wear? My hats are 7 5/8. I'm going to write it down so you can see. 7 5/8. This is what it says inside my hats. 7 5/8. That's what it says inside my hats, and that hat fits me perfect. And normally, if the hat doesn't have a number like that, a measurement, then it's extra large. Extra larges don't always fit. Sometimes they fit tight or not enough room. Well, 7 5/8 is my head size. I have a large head, and when I cut my hair off and I'm buzzed down to the nub, then I could wear whatever hat. I could wear an extra large and it doesn't fall off. So that's kind of cool. Thank you, Pastor Juarez, for your concern. Your good question. That was a good question. And Tree says, those were Prince glasses. Yeah, they are, right? They got some gold. These glasses are cool. They got some gold and some purplish, like purple on the side. And they look like Elvis or Prince. And I also have these blue ones that are very reflective. I enjoy these too. These are very cool too. So these match me more today. These are nice for today. But I like wearing these crazy glasses when I have my Panama hats on and stuff. And then people always think I'm high. They think I'm high. People think I'm on drugs anyway. I just say some weird stuff. Just remember, I'm always the weirdest dad in the neighborhood. Because they wonder, what's that guy doing? Why doesn't he get a haircut? How come he has paint on his clothes all the time? What's he doing by the mailbox? Hey, put that flag down, you know? Swig for being weird. Chad Gordy's here, my Migo buddy. Oh yeah, Chad Gordy. You're a good man, sir. Chad Gordy makes Migo parts from a 3D printer. And he also makes cosplay outfits. He builds outfits. He makes Iron Man armor. And he makes a Red Skull uniform. That's what he did. Pastor Juarez. God bless Harold's Chicken. Yeah, man. Oh, I miss Harold's. Harold's has changed. The chicken hasn't changed. It got better. But going to Harold's has changed. I can't go as spontaneously as I wanted to. Because now it takes longer to get your food. Which I don't mind it, but if I'm hungry and I got to get food to take home for the kids and the family, I'm gone for 3 hours by the time I bring back the food, and then they're all mad at me. So I can't go unless they come with me. If they come with me, then we can enjoy an experience together and enjoy in waiting together. That's probably what I'll have to do next time. Jennifer Goldstein's here. Gives me a heart. Back at you, Jennifer. Jennifer Goldstein's awesome. Forgot to say it, but it was obvious. Swig for Jennifer. We need a swig for Pastor Juarez. One more. Swig for Chad Gordy. Oh, that's good coffee. That coffee is my first cup of the day. Do you believe it? The pot was brewed fresh. So when I first filled it up, it was still kind of warm. But then I still had to add some microwave heat to it to get me along so I could survive and show you, and talk to you, and provide you with this viewing pleasure that you see before you know. Many of you people just joining might think this is a George Clooney live stream, but it's not, believe it or not. Although he could play me in a movie. This is Famous Cartoonist live stream. My name is Art Baltazar. I draw comic books for a living. I do artwork for a living. I create characters, cartoon characters, comic book characters. I co-own 3 shops with my friends, Franco, Brother Bear, Mike Nagin's in there, Christy Blanche is in there, Mike Pellerito, we're all in there. Kurt Wood, we're all in, we own some comic book shops called Oh Yeah Comics. There's an Oh Yeah Comics comic shop in beautiful downtown Skokie near Chicago. It's a North Chicago suburb. We have a comic shop in Harrison, New York, which is a suburb of Manhattan, New York, Manhattan. It's about 40 minutes from on the train, as I recall. I did that. And Muncie, Indiana, is in Muncie, Indiana, near Ball State University. So we have these 3 comic shops, which we all journey together and gather together to present a community unto comic book fans. So we're there doing that. So we own the shops. I work for many publishers, DC Comics, Boom Studios, Paper Cuts, Action Lab, Warner Brothers, of course. I did some things for Image Comics at times, Dark Horse Comics, and I draw comics every single day. Now there's links in my video showing you my website. You can buy comics from me. I have a threadless t-shirt site which has t-shirts, and you can buy masks and stuff with my face on them if you want. And I also paint stuff like this. This is Space Ghost and Neptunian. And I like to paint things on Saturdays. I'll probably paint this Saturday. I'm going to paint some Star Wars stuff. And Friday or this week I have to buy paint. I didn't paint last Saturday because I did not have enough paint. And I didn't make it to the store. And Saturday and Sunday became family day. Like I said, my weekends are unpredictable. Sometimes my weekends plans are not my plans. The moment I wake up and get out of bed and come downstairs, the plans have changed by the time I fill up my cup of coffee. But this week, hopefully I'll be able to paint some things. I'm going to paint Boba Fett and Bosk. Maybe some Han Solo stuff. It's true. Swig for Star Wars. And I see on the Star Wars fans, Star Wars Lucasfilm itself, I think they're listening to this show because the last few announcements or rumors that have started in the Star Wars movie fandom was they're going to move forward with Rey with the yellow lightsaber. And I called it, I said that's what they should do. And they're also going to add Darth Vader to Obi-Wan, which I also said they have to do that because you can't have Star Wars without Darth Vader. Vader needs to be in it. The Emperor, the dark side. And it sounds like they're going to do that, which I'm real happy about. I'm happy that Star Wars is watching my show. I don't know. I'm assuming they are. Brian Petrosky's here. What's up, cuz? What's up to you too, sir? Have a good day to you too. Brian's just got married. Congratulations on your new, what do they call them, nuptials? Are your new vows and your new loved one. Congrats, Brian. Swig for Brian. Also, I saw recently that, I don't know who wrote it or where it was, but I remember seeing it. What Superman means if you never even read a comic book or seen a TV show or a movie. The symbol of the Superman S, what it means. People know what it means. That's it. People know what it means even if they've never read a comic, never saw a movie, or never saw a TV show. They know the purpose, the meaning of Superman. And I've been seeing it for years. And finally now there's an article about it. And I bet you that article, watch my show. Or listen to the Oh Yeah podcast, because we talk about Superman a lot. And there's a reason why you see little kids in Africa wearing Superman t-shirts, along with all their Denver Broncos world champions. But they have Superman t-shirts. And they know what it means. They know what a Superman t-shirt means. The power, the hope, the symbolism, the strength, to do the right thing, the good things to come. So I was just thinking of that. I think I'm on the right vibe. I'm picking up the pulse. I got my finger on the heartbeat. I'm right there. Boom, boom, boom. Just like the music. Bring it to me, Gordy. So subtle. He says so much with so little. Swig. What are we swigging for? Swig for doing the right thing. Swig for following the dreams. Swig for saying so much with silence. What else we got? Want to shout out to all my cousins who are watching, all my friends who are watching, everyone who's watching. You're all welcome into my home anytime. Bro, if you see me cooking in the backyard, just say, hey, can I have one of those hot dogs? And I'll say, yeah, man. I like my hot dogs burnt. I like them burnt. I like them charbroiled real good. And over the weekend, we were roasting marshmallows. And we have a style in the backyard now called daddy style. So it's like all the men, all the dads, all the men in here are always saying that whatever they cook is legendary. And so daddy style marshmallow is roast the marshmallow until it starts screaming. It starts screaming with fire. Then you take that as it's on fire. You put it on the cracker with the s'mores, with the chocolate, but we use Reese's peanut butter cups. Put that put that fire burning marshmallow and grab it, blow it out, and it melts, gushes. That's daddy style. Don't even let it cool. Just start eating it. Burn your face. Pastor Juarez, was I affected by the news? I don't know yet. That's why you have to be aware of what's going on around you and be prepared and always have a plan to keep doing your things no matter what obstacles in your way. And I seem to be doing that all my life. Me and Franco both did that. We were both told we couldn't do something as far as publish our own comics. We said opening up stores, and people always told us, a lot of artists always experience this, people tell you no, and then you do it anyway. So you have to figure it out. So I got a lot of work I still have to do. I'm working on Drew and Jot number 2, then I got Drew and Jot number 3, then I got Gilbert number 4, and I still have 4 books for DC Super Pets to finish. So that's all the work that's on my plate right now. That's all the stuff that has deadlines. But then I have other stuff that I'm planning. I have a lot of comics I'm working on, a lot of stories that I'm going to be doing on my own, it seems like. Well, so far, I haven't really shown anybody because I've been indoors for the last, since last March 1st. I haven't left to go anywhere, going on any interviews or pitch meetings or anything like that. This is just what's happening. It's just now. That is now. That is done now. That is the new now. In these do not or do try times. There's no trying times. There's do or do not times, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Can't let anything affect you. It could, but then you got to bounce back. And I just send good thoughts out to anybody who is having a hard week. There's a lot of people, a lot of friends who were affected by the avalanche of the tornado that zipped through our area. You know? Swig for good things. I'm going to hold it together. Yesterday when I found out things, I was like, freaked out a little bit. But the coolest time to go outside and yell is when there's no power and it's just starting to get dark. The twilight. Because you can hear everyone's outside still, but you can't hear air conditioning. You can't hear anything electric going on. But people start coming outside. That's the time to yell because everyone's still awake and they all hear you. And they all wonder, what's going on over there? What's that guy yelling about? Do they have a Sasquatch over for dinner? So, I don't know, it's weird. It's weird, man, it's weird. It's weird, but it's another day. It's weird, but it's still Tuesday. And tomorrow's going to be another Tuesday or another Wednesday. Whatever you do, whatever you're doing, or sometimes you have 3 Tuesdays in a row. Like if you take a nap and wake up, it's Tuesday again. That happens a lot. Swig for multiple days. But all we can do is embrace it, move forward, do what makes you happy, and call your friends if you need to. Hug your babies, kiss your wife, or your husband, or your significant other. Kiss somebody. Even if it's your friend, you can still kiss them on the head. There's always a spot. Danny says, love to hear the positive outlook. Yeah, man, if you don't have a positive outlook, I don't know. I don't know what else is there. I'm thinking, what are you gonna do? You can be negative, and then that just keeps you. It keeps you still. It keeps you in bed. It keeps you in the dark. It keeps you at a state that's harder to get out of. So when you're positive, it's kind of like driving on another metaphor. It's kind of like driving on the expressway, a three-lane expressway. If you stay right in the middle, you're good. You could go any direction. You could pass somebody up, stay in the left lane, go a little faster, pull in the right lane, pull over. But if you're in the left lane, you always have to go fast. If you're in the right lane, you're always going to get off somewhere. Stay in the middle lane. Watch what's happening. Check out the rearview mirrors. You see things coming. There's a crazy guy 2 miles away speeding, going through past everybody. You see him coming. Let him pass you up. You see a truck going too slow, Got to choose your lane, man. Choose your lane. Andrew Clark wants to know, what am I watching on TV these days? Oh, excuse me. That was because I needed a swig. What are you watching on TV these days? I just watched this thing called Unknowledgeable. It's on Netflix about aliens. That was kind of cool. And I'm watching movies. I'm watching Adam Sandler movies now, where he's always married to Jennifer Aniston. So it's kind of weird. When you watch them back to back, they feel like the same people. So I've been watching them. But Adam Sandler always changes his character by just wearing a mustache. But I watched some of those where he's trying to fall in love with Jennifer Aniston. So I'm watching movies. I'm not really watching a lot of TV. Netflix recommends I watch Breaking Bad again because I haven't watched it in a while. So I'll probably watch that again. I'll take their consideration, Danny says, any interested on the new 3.5-inch Star Wars retro action figures? Oh, the new repro guys? I think they're cool, but I have them all already. I have the originals. I still have everything. So I haven't bought any of them. Unless they make a character that's new, like Grand Moff Tarkin. But I haven't gotten him. And I know they're making a new X-Wing pilot, Luke, from the Hoth, Snowspeeder Hoth Luke. And if I could get him, I'll get him. But I don't go out of my way because I have all my retro guys, my vintage guys in a case all by themselves, unto themselves. So I want to reveal them on my Famous Cartoonist Reveals next episode. But I have to set up my camera and get that going. Mario, he's slinging tacos. ATM, swig of coffee for the working man. Here you go. That was a swig for Mario. Good morning, Arnie. Love the fro and go Mavs. Thanks, man. Yeah, the fro's cool, right? Tomorrow should be puffier. Well, it's nice and soft. Well, it's real nice. It's coming in gray. There's more white hairs now, which is cool. Wayne is here. Shout out to Wayne. He's been watching a lot of Japanese movies, he said. I don't watch a lot of Japanese movies. The only thing I watch is Godzilla, maybe. But it's always a background movie. But that's cool, man. Mostly I've been watching, oh, I know. I've been, you know what I watch every day is baseball. I've been watching baseball every day. I watch every Sox game. I missed yesterday because we didn't have power. I don't know what happened yet, but I'm going to go back into I got YouTube TV, and I watch YouTube TV from on my regular TV, but also here on the same screen you're seeing me. I watch YouTube TV here when I work, and Sox games are usually 3.5 to 4 hours, so that gets me going real good, and I don't have to watch it, like look at it with my eyes. I can listen to it and rewind it if I want to see it play over again. So sometimes the 4-hour games last 6 hours for me because I keep rewinding and pausing, which are really cool. And that's what I've been watching mostly every day. So when I was trying to think, what do I watch? I don't watch TV, but I do watch. I watch the Sox game, and then I watch a Adam Sandler movie on Netflix. I watched the one where he was married to, or he was trying to date Brooklyn Decker, a really young, much younger lady, and he found out he really loved Jennifer Aniston, who was his secretary anyway. He loved her. And then the other one I started was, he's a cop, and he's already, but I didn't get too far into that. And I watched, I've been watching movies. The Disaster Artist, I saw that. That was okay, but they're just entertaining to me. I don't really, they're not good or bad, they're just entertaining. Oh, and the one Jennifer Aniston one that Tom Cruise's wife was in there with them they were doing coconut dances. That was interesting, but it was okay, but it's a little silly. But that's what you need too. I don't want nothing serious because then I'm gonna have to think about things when I go to bed. D Brad's here too. Just got back from a walk. D Brad's always doing something. He walks around that island. It only takes him about a half an hour to circle the whole island. But he's got to be real careful in parts because people have spears. They're going to chuck the spears at him if he's not careful. He lives on a savage beast island where they ride giant cats. They ride giant cats, and he mows those lawn and barbecues while keeping the others at bay. Keep them at bay. Where'd that come from? I'm going to keep you at bay. What's bay? Unless you don't have a body of water, you know? Swig. Hockey is back, baby. I heard about this. Your Hawks knocked off the Oilers in the playoffs. I heard about that too. I don't follow them. I don't watch them, but I hear them on the news. I'm glad the Hawks are doing good because I have lots of cousins and friends who are fans, and it makes them very happy. And I understand the happiness when your sports team is doing well. I hope, man. I hope. I think this week baseball will be like 1/3 finished, right? Is that it? About almost 1/3 finished. They're only playing 60 games, and they're almost up to their 20th game. I don't know what happened yesterday, but Sox are either 8-8 or 9-7. Hopefully they're 9-7. I gotta find out what happened. Unless they were rained out. Tornado swept through Chicago too. They might have been delayed. Maybe today's a doubleheader. And I finally saw my first game where there was an extra inning game, where they put the runner on second, and then they had to. They put the runner on second to put pressure on the team so they can get the guys out, and it worked out pretty good. It was exciting because they both teams scored top of the 10th and top of the bottom of the 10th, so it was cool. So I'm gonna watch more. I'm gonna see what the Sox do today. Well, they won. Danny said they won. They lost. Spoiler: they lost. They're 8-9. Oh man. He says riding the giant cats. Sounds like a Mike Norton Battle Pug sequel. Yeah, it does. That's like riding a snake, right? You're riding a giant cat. You're crazy. You're crazy, Balthazar. Getting your hair on the inside of your pants. You get that cat hair on your pants. It makes you itch. Swig for riding giant cats. I have a little bit more coffee in here. I always prepare myself to go for 1 hour. We have less than 9 minutes to go, or less than 10 minutes. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go for another 9 minutes and then wish you guys well, because my coffee's getting Luke Skywalker warm. It could be room temperature. Room temperature is good. Room temperature is always the temperature of the room. So no matter what room you're in, it's always room temperature. That's a joke, right? Mitch Hedberg. See? It's in my head. Now it's mine. It's in my head, and I just brought it back to you. That's why I tell kids, young people writing stories, don't tell me your stories because I might use them. Accidentally, I'm going to steal it. I don't want to steal it. D. Brats wants to know, I already probably said what I'm working on today. Yeah, but I'll say it again. I'm working on Drew and Job number 2. I got to finish penciling. I got up to page 87 all figured out and written. I got to draw that today. And I'm working on 2 more books of Super Pets. I'm working on Beppo the Super Monkey and Robin. I'm inking the pages now because they got to prove the pencils are good to go. And the Beppo book is cool because I get to draw Superman in there. And the Robin book is cool because Robin's in there, and then Penguin, Joker, and Catwoman. So it's cool to draw those characters. And I get to draw the Joker-mobile. Joker's riding in a car with his face on it. I want to get a car with my face on it. I think that's what people should do now, is make, like if I was president, I would do that. I would make sure that when you get a driver license, you also get a face, your face printed out, like a 3D scanned printing of your face. And it has to be fastened to the front of your car, like the old Batmobile and the old Joker-mobile. And that movie with the Green Goblin face. So you're driving around town with your face on the front. That would be real cool. And then people could customize the face. It's like, well, I don't want a face. I want somebody else's face. But you can't drive a car unless there's a face on the front. There's a face on the front of the car. Wouldn't that be cool? I would get George Clooney's, you know. People would think, oh, look, it's the Artmobile. Get George Clooney's face on my car. Swig for George Clooney. I think that's what we'll do. Yeah, Maximum Overdrive had the Green Goblin face. Maybe I'd change it up. I'd put George Clooney's face on my car sometimes. And then maybe Yoko Chips. I'll put his face on my car and change it out to Franco once in a while. Put it back to George Clooney after a week. People want to know what happens. Like, oh, somebody's using his car this week. You know? I can put my face on my car after I see the dentist. Teeth are nice today. They're a little sore because they got scraped. How do you go into that field, that career choice, knowing I want to cause pain and scrape teeth? I want to make people cringe when they see me. I want that guy who shows up with anxiety and stress. I want him to leave all sweated. All gasping for air. Yeah. Yeah, Wayne got it. A face on the car like the old 40s Batmobile. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because in the Super Pet book, I drew the Joker-mobile. And I drew it with a big face on the front. And Robin has the motorcycle, but he has an R on the side of his motorcycle, which is kind of fun. And he has to wear a helmet. Because in the old days, when George Perez would draw Robin riding a bike, he didn't have a helmet. So I got to draw him with a helmet on. Safety. You know. It's all true. I was just thinking of things. I got a lot of things to do. I got to send some designs over to a person because we're going to work on something that is going to be real fun. Independent project, if you will. If you will. Now, what's that mean? Is that asking permission? Or allow yourself to imagine, if you will? Then at the Twilight Zone guy said, imagine, if you will, a place, a dimension, not of sight nor sound, but of mind. That's where we are right now. That is where we are. It's not of sight nor sound, but of mind. It's all digital. It's all streaming. It's all on here. It's all on the internet. That's why when scientists were predicting years and years ago, before the internet, that the world was going to end in the year 2000, and the Mayan calendar suggested, no, it's 2012. That's because the world would not exist, not even sight or sound, but of mind, because things are being downloaded directly into your brain. Things are being streamed. And when you don't have power, like I did last night, there's nothing to be done. You could do nothing. There's no streaming. There's no texting. There's no phone calls. There's no internet. The kids are bored out of their mind. So now there is no sight. There is no sound. Only what's on your mind that drives you crazy. And the only way to bring them relief was say, let's go drive around and get milkshakes. Wow. Rod Serling had it. Not, imagine, if you will, a place, a dimension, if you will, not of sight nor sound. Maybe he says that, I'm paraphrasing, but of mind. You're locked with your mind. Your mind is what you have, folks. All this other stuff is just stuff. I look around and look at my collection of action figures and think the same thing. What am I going to do with all this stuff? So that's why I have to show it to you. Famous Cartoonist will reveal things on Friday. I'm going to show you my collection of Star Wars action figures. My vintage collection. The stuff I played with as a kid. Many of the figures might make you cringe because I customized them along the way. I made a new cape for Vader. I think I painted a lightsaber for him. I changed guys up a little bit. But Rod Serling really made me think right now. Swig for Rod Serling. Swig for the music of Gordon Balthazar. Another swig for you guys watching me, following me along, conversating, with each other, reminiscing, sharing a moment. Swig to you guys. The time has come. Be nice to each other. No fighting. No crying. Those are the 3 rules for life. Or 1. The 1 rule is love. No fighting, no crying, be nice to each other. Love one another, my friends. Be positive. Take the moments, embrace them. Get rid of the bad stuff, keep the good stuff. And when you go to bed every night, hopefully you can get rest. And when you wake up, do the things that make you happy. I am the famous cartoonist, Star Balthazar. Thank you for watching me say things in the morning. You guys are awesome. I will see you next time. I might do this again tomorrow. Be nice to each other. Okay, bye-bye.